Hey everybody, welcome back to One Seed, One World. So today I am here to talk to you about the trumpet vine. Now this whole thing behind me is not the trumpet vine. This is a bush that has a trumpet vine growing up through it. This thing has been the bane of my existence since I've lived here for the past more than a decade. But they are pretty flowers, and so I wanted to kind of go over what they are, and if you want to grow them, a little bit about them. So let's take a look. So the trumpet vine, or also trumpet creeper, I think it's also called, gets these clusters of these big orange flowers on them. And they can be in groups of 4 and up to 25, I believe, in the clusters. And they grow on a very long wooded vine, which is kind of this here. It's coming out of this bush back here behind it. There's more of it popping out all over the place. And in my flower bed here, it gets inundated with this stuff. I've actually weeded this flower bed out multiple times this year, and this is all trumpet vine down here. So, just to show you, it has a very woody stem, and the vines can get super long. And then they will put off more suckers in different areas. So you can get it on the camera here. You see it's starting to put off suckers there, and it will put that down in the ground too. So if it's something that you want to grow, you're definitely going to need to control it. Now, unlike a lot of other species that I deal with here, invasive species, such as like the tree of heaven or even stink bugs and spotted lanternfly, this trumpet vine is actually native to North America, specifically in the Southeast. I think like Georgia, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, you know, those kind of areas. Back in the early colonist days, they did grow this a lot. They found it and started to cultivate it, and then also kind of transplanted it and moved it out of its more native area up into places in like New England. It goes by other names, or it has gone by other names, like some people call it the hummingbird vine because, or hummingbird flower, because it does really, the flowers will attract hummingbirds. They really enjoy it. Those long trumpet shaped flowers are perfect for them to get their little beaks and tongues in there to get the nectar. But it's also been called like the early colonists had it confused with jasmine at one point. It's been It's been called foxglove vine, and it has also been called cow itch vine. Apparently, I guess some people and cows, when they rub up against the leaves, can develop a rash, like they're allergic to it. Why cows and some humans? Seems like an odd mix to me, but that's supposedly the story. But it grows super fast. So if you choose to grow this trumpet vine for the flowers, because the flowers are really pretty and attract a lot of hummingbirds, I would highly recommend that one, you plant it in some sort of pot that isn't going to touch the ground, and that you keep up with pruning it and training it like up with trellis. You won't want to put it up against a building because it will grow up stucco, up brick walls, and it can become very damaging if you like let it grow up fences and that kind of thing, because it'll trap moisture in there. Same thing if it's growing up the side of your house, you might not want that either. So it does take more care to keep it under control, but you definitely don't want it spreading, because that's what I've been dealing with. It was here when I got here in this flower bed, and the whole thing, it tries to choke out my rose bush in here, and that other bush that it was growing out of that I showed you grows up the fence. And now it's been a little over a month since I've weeded this whole thing out. think it was the beginning of July the last time I did it, so now we're mid-August. So just in 6 weeks, none of this was here, and now, let's show you. You know, it's already, if I stretch it up, it's already taller than I am. So, I mean, this thing is probably a good 7 feet long in just 6 weeks. So it does take off, and you have to really keep up with it. But if you're willing to do the work, you can have clusters of these beautiful orange flowers that the hummingbirds love. And so it is an option to have in a controlled part of your garden, or walkways or trellises, however you want to do it. Just keep up with it, man. That's all I can say. So if you have grown the trumpet vine before, let me know in the comments below, you know, what experience you've had with it, and you know, how you've controlled it or how you've lost control of it, if that's the case too. But let me know below. Whatever's going on in your neck of the woods, I hope it's working out fantastic for you, and that you're keeping control of your trumpet vine if you've got one. But thanks for hanging out again with me today, and I hope that you're having a great day. We'll see you again soon. Namaste.